Well, I've been moving in what I would call a path to authenticity. I think that's what I feel that I've been doing. When I first started moving, it was just moving according to what the teacher would say. Put this body here, put that arm there, and without any real listening to what this system wanted, I would just do the timing of the class or the timing of the tutor or whatever the tutor was saying, and somehow I'd feel like I just have to hold as long as possible or just hold as long as the class was holding. But as I've developed in subtleness and in my own experience of the body, I've learned to see more in my own experience, and that's come about through a quietening of my own mind, and B, a willingness to look directly into my own experience. Initially I had to move through a lot of psychological blocks, or what I would call things that would govern my behavior, that would override the truth of what this body was presenting. So for example, the body might be saying no, but the psychology might be saying it's too important for me to be accepted within the group. Or this doesn't feel right in my body, but the psychology would be saying it's too important for me to be the strongest, or it's important for me to not be the weakest. Or so the psychology would always override the wisdom. That whatever was going around in the thinking realm would always override really what was harmonious within the body. And it's been life that's really taught me in a way that doesn't work, that always leads to never quite feeling that you're moving from your own truth. It's like it promises a lot. The mind, when it gives you something like make friends with these people, present the best side of yourself, it promises a lot. But in reality, it's a weak position. It's coming from a weak place because it's coming from like begging. You're kind of begging for recognition, or begging for acceptance, or begging for love, or something like that. And I've learned, that it's not strong to move like that. And there's been a movement on all levels to move from authenticity in terms of what is genuine in my own body. The timing, how long I hold, how the forces in me move, when the forces in me wane, when they wax, when they build, when they dissipate. And I've learned to listen to those rhythms. I've learned to become aware of those rhythms. And it feels like I've gone from being a controller into a businessman, where you're kind of like negotiating with the body, into a servant. So now it feels like I'm just listening to the wisdom of the system, and it delivers more when I learn to get out of the way.